Welcome to the live, everybody. Welcome, sunshines. How are y'all doing? Hey, Tim. How you doing, sis? I'm gonna give others enough time to come in. I have a topic I want to talk about tonight, real quick, and I want to get others' opinions about it. So I'm gonna give everybody else time enough to come in. I'm looking down at my phone, try to get my messages together. Hey, Mo, how you doing? Welcome on in, everybody. Hi, Bud Fowls. How you doing? I'm just going to give others enough time to come in. I have a topic that I want to talk about real quick. I'm going to get y'all opinion about it. I was talking to a girlfriend of mine last night about it. So I thought I'd bring the topic to y'all to see how y'all feel about it and what y'all opinions are, because, of course, everybody have their own opinion, and we're going to be respectful to everybody's opinion. Welcome in, Jared. How you doing? I'm glad that y'all are here. What did y'all do today? What did y'all cook? I didn't cook anything today, you guys. I was tired. So yeah, you guys. Okay. So tonight's topic, it's a real quick topic. I just want to get y'all opinion about it. I had a conversation, like I said, with one of my girlfriends, and I thought it was an interesting topic. We're going to be respectful to each other's opinions because it's a touchy topic. So the topic is, what is a deal breaker for you in a relationship? Meaning, hi, Anne-Marie. Thank you for coming. I truly appreciate everybody being here. So the topic is, what is a deal breaker for you in a relationship? And I want everybody to respect everybody's opinions, because what may be your opinion about what is a deal breaker in your relationship might be something totally different for somebody else's. Hi, J Red. How you doing? Welcome in, sis. And so when I was having this discussion with my girlfriend, she was saying that a deal breaker would means cheating, and that's not necessarily true for everybody. People can forgive their mate for that, and to each his own. Everybody gonna have their own opinion about how somebody, feel and what is a deal breaker in a relationship. Some may say cheating, some may say lying, some may say making a baby outside their relationship. I don't know, you guys. It was just a topic that I had with one of my girlfriends last night, and I found it very interesting. So I wanted, y'all to chime in, tell me how y'all may feel, because it is a touchy, topic. But it was an interesting topic because a lot of us sometimes are scared to have these type of conversations out of fear of what others may say or judge you by. And so, it's just different for everybody. For me, I have always said, hi, Shanita, welcome in, everybody. I have always said, for me, making a child on me is a deal breaker, but I have never been put in that position. So we can always say what will be a deal breaker in a relationship until we actually, in somebody's shoes. So Tamika Davis said cheating and stealing and not respecting me. Cheating and stealing and not respecting, which is true, and that's her opinion. And like I said, everybody's opinion is going to be different, and we want to be respectful. Welcome in, Mommy Visions. I'm happy that y'all are here. And so the topic is, what is a deal breaker for you in a relationship? And there could be many. There could be many. Like I said, for me, I have always said making an outside child, but I have never been put in that predicament. So I don't know how that will be. Excuse me, you guys, my phone is ringing. So I don't know how that will be. So some people may say lying. Some people may say being disrespectful, not being consistent in a relationship. It depends on what it is. What does it mean for you? It's just different things that a lot of, women and men go through daily in their lives. And sometimes, it's a touchy conversation to have if you have ever been in that situation. Hi, Miss T with the T. I am so happy that you are here. Welcome. Welcome, Wellness with Frugal Mama. And so the topic for tonight is, what is a deal breaker for you in a relationship? And like I said, everybody, is different. It's a touchy conversation that a lot of women have sometimes, and sometimes men too. But everybody have their limitations on what they can handle, what they will accept. Everybody is different. So I just wanted, to chime in with y'all and see how y'all feel about it. So J Red's Journey said, oh wow, I don't know how to answer that because I haven't put up with everything in a relationship. Yeah, and that's okay, J Red. It's okay for you to have that, opinion, because it was only you that had to go through that relationship, and so everybody handle things differently. And so J Red said abusive, I believe, cheating, lying, abuse. I've been through it all. Yes, because everybody go through different things in a relationship. We can always say what we will deal with, what we would not deal with, but until you're put into that position, that's a touchy conversation to have. And so, like I said, me and my girlfriend was having a conversation last night, and we was talking about this, and I said this is a good topic to have, because sometimes we have these discussions, or sometimes we don't, in fear of people judging you, about how you would feel or how you would handle a situation. And so Miss T, let me see, I'm going to catch Miss T with the T comment. I believe she said, definitely, oh yes, definitely the cheating. Yeah, definitely the cheating. And you have to respect that, you guys. Everybody opinions and situations are different. Some people choose to forgive, and it's okay. But for me, I'm only speaking for me, when you're in these relationships and you can forgive somebody, because, when you're in love with somebody, you tend to forgive them. But how many times we forgive somebody for the same thing over and over again? So I just wanted to have this conversation with y'all to see, what y'all opinions are. Like I said, everybody relationships are different. It's not really an answer to one simple thing, because everybody defines cheating differently. Some people think that cheating means, having an inappropriate conversation, sleeping with somebody, or having an outside kiss. It's what you defined it. But none of us here, is here to judge anybody. Everybody can say their own opinion. We're going to be respectful. Hi, the weightlifting geek. I'm glad that you are here. Hi, RX Nails. I'm happy that y'all are here. And so, yes, you guys, I thought this was a good conversation to have, because, like I said, this goes on every day in relationships. Some people don't like to have this type of discussion because it's a touchy topic to have. But we all are grown here, and we can have, this type of discussion. And people lose their families, behind this topic. So it all depends on what you define is a deal breaker for your relationship. Everybody's opinion is going to be different. Some may stay. Some may feel like it's okay to forgive. It's up to you. And so Shanita says, don't forget to like. Thanks, everyone. That's right. Well, hit that like button for me. I truly appreciate it. And so, we as women, we like to have this conversation, amongst each other. And sometimes we're scared to have this conversation out of fear that our girlfriends may judge us, because you have those girlfriends, that if you have this conversation with them and you have been through this before, they tend to be very judgmental, and so I guess it depends on the relationship, how long y'all have been together. What do you define your relationship as? Are you willing to work on that relationship, or is it a deal breaker? You just cannot forgive them. And so, like I said, once again, what is a deal breaker for you in your relationship? What do you define a deal breaker in your relationship? It can be being disrespectful. It could be being inconsistent. It could be the lying. It's what you define as a deal breaker for your relationship. Okay, Mommy Vision say, okay, conversations with friends is okay for me. But when they both get emotional invested, no. Yeah, so it depends. It depends on what you feel like you can trust your mate with, how y'all, relationship is, how y'all communication skills are. Some people are able to get past that, and some people are not. So it just depends on the relationship, how long y'all been together, the investments y'all have made, what your standards are. It depends on a lot. So I thought I would bring this topic to y'all guys because it's an interesting topic that a lot of people do not like to have because it's a touchy conversation. So RX Nails said making an outside child. I said the same thing, RX Nails. But then I had to sit back and think about it. But I have never been put in that situation. So I really don't know. But most likely that will be a deal breaker for me. But I have seen women that could get past that. So I want to ask y'all, ladies in the chat, could y'all get past somebody making an outside child in the relationship that you're in? And if so, what would be the steps you think you would be able to take to get past that? You know, because it's different things, you know, that you can go through. Counseling. You can go to your church. Y'all can get counseling. It's different things you can do. But I like to have girlfriends around me that can give me sound advice, right? But give me the option to make the choice on my own, whether it's to stay or leave, because you're just my friend. You're supposed to be an ear, not be judgmental, if that makes sense. So, yeah, you guys, I just thought I'd hop on here, bring this topic to y'all because it's a touchy topic, like a lot of women and men don't like to have. This is a tough one, Rashonda. I know, Shanita, it is tough. It's very tough. But I thought I'd bring it to y'all because a lot of people don't like to have this conversation. You know, it is touchy. Nobody's here to judge. We all grown here, grown folks conversation, you know. And so it's a conversation that we should have sometimes. And it's okay. If you choose to forgive, it's okay. Whose place is it for somebody to judge you, right? That's your relationship. You invested in that relationship. It's okay to get opinions, but sometimes people can get the wrong opinions. So I just thought it was a nice conversation to have for us, my sunshines. I have never experienced it, but it seems hard to deal with. Yeah, it is hard to deal with. You know, and then, you know, what I have noticed, women are more forgiving than men are when it comes to things like that. I think because we are emotional invested in relationships, whereas though men once y'all can see your comments, Katrina, the chat is moving so fast. I apologize. I think for women it's more invested in relationships more so than men, because men is more physical, whereas though women is more emotional. We like to see the big fairy tale thing, whereas though men, you know, one time they're out. And I want to know, why do you think we are more forgiving than men are? Why do you think that we tend to forgive men for a lot of things that they won't necessarily forgive us for? I'm sorry, Katrina said, okay, because baby, all my little comments got skipped. I'm sorry, Katrina, because the chat is moving so fast. It's not done intentional, you know. Why are we so forgiving, women, when it comes to relationships? Why do men seem to have no problem leaving a relationship, whereas though we always want to work it out? We always try to find reasons to stay, you know, for the children, because we're family oriented. We don't believe in divorces. It depends on what, you know, what you're able to deal with. So let me see what Katrina said. Katrina said men can't take what they can dish out. Very true. I have found that men do not play when it comes to things like that. They can do the utmost, not to bash y'all men. Y'all men in my live. I love all of y'all. This is a general conversation, but men can do things, and when once we do it, or they feel like we're being disrespectful, they're out. And I'm trying to figure out, why is that so that we are so forgiving when it comes to certain things that men do to us, while we are the one that's so in tune on keeping our family together, whereas though men are easy to walk out. So Anne Marie said most women are emotional. That's why. Very true. Very emotional. But when does it come a time when a woman should say is enough when it comes to her mental, when it comes to making sure her children is okay and is in a safe space in her home, because children pick up that energy. So Jay Red's Journey said, man, mine's too. LOL. I know, Rashonda, don't mean it, but I gotta go for the real now. LOL. Studying tonight show. All right, Jay Red, that's fine. It's okay, baby. So I just thought I'll bring this topic. It's an interesting topic. Why do some women stay, and why do men when we make a mistake or we do something in a relationship, they so easily to leave? And most of the time they don't look back. And most of the time they don't look back. So Shanita said, bye, Craig. And Katrina said, for real. Yeah. It depends on, what type of relationship you have, I suppose. So RX Nell says, men can cheat for 5 years straight and we forgive them. A woman can just smile at another man and he wants a divorce. That's true. Because I believe we as women, we're emotional. We are emotional. And I'm not saying don't forgive. Everybody deserve forgiveness, but at what cost? At what cost where you feel like, okay, enough is enough. This is a deal breaker for me. I cannot take no more. My peace of mind means more to me. So Christina the Key said, my kids are always first, no matter what. And that's true. So it depends on, the situation, I guess. I guess it depends on how many times he has done it. I have known people that feel like they love their mate and they're willing to make it work no matter what. But when it's enough, it's enough. And so Katrina Barber said, staying in a toxic relationship is horrible for the kids. It hurts them more. And then that goes on to the next topic I want to have. How do y'all feel like staying in a toxic relationship affects the children involved? Do you feel like staying in the relationship for the kids is the best decision? Or do you feel like it's best to just leave, maybe come back later on down the line, maybe y'all can work it out? Or what is it that you want to do to make sure that your children is okay far as mentally? Because kids pick up off that type of energy. Hey, Dazzy, welcome in. So Shanita 8 said, a big one for me is a man who has children and is not involved in their life. That is a turnoff. Listen, you can't, even though I'm married, you guys, but I cannot date a man that does not take care of his children. That speaks volume about who you are as a man. And I cannot date a man who disrespects his mother, because that tells me how you're going to treat me. I have always lived by that. And so Katrina Barber says, once you stay the first time, they will keep doing it, but they know they can get away with it. Very true. I feel like it's okay to forgive someone, but I feel like when you keep forgiving someone for the same thing over and over again, it's no longer a mistake. You are purposely hurting me. You are purposely trying to disrespect me. A mistake is one time. A mistake is not continuously. So I want to know from y'all, okay, if y'all is in a toxic relationship, when is it time for y'all to leave when it comes to your children? And this is a very touchy conversation, you guys, but I thought I'd bring it to y'all because, like I said, me and my girlfriend was having a conversation, and it was very interesting. I was like, wow, me and her agreed on some things, and then me and her disagreed on others. So I said, I'll bring this topic to my sunshine to see how they feel about it. Welcome in, Lashes Journey. I truly appreciate you being here. So Katrina said, me and my kids are leaving. First time, it's nothing to work out. And a lot of women feel like that, Katrina. A lot of women feel like that. And so I guess it depends on what your standards are. What are you willing to deal with? And what do you feel like is a deal breaker? And what may be a deal breaker for you, Katrina, or myself, may not be a deal breaker for other women. It depends on, I guess, their relationship, how long they've been together, what they have to lose, but I don't know. RX Nell said, absolutely, Vashana, disrespect your mother, I stand. And piss. That's true. I feel like you can tell how a man will treat you, how they treat their mother. I am a firm believer of that. And like I said, you watch him, how he respects his mom, how he treats his mom. That's probably a carbon copy of what you're going to get for a husband. most of the time, I should say. And so it depends on what, relationships that you're in. That's what I believe. Lord, my husband keep calling me. He won't stop. And so it depends on what you believe in, what your standards are. And Desi Chronicle says love don't hurt. That is so true, Desi. But sometimes love do hurt. It depends on what you define as love. It depends on what you define as love, Desi. But I definitely agree with that. Love's supposed to be kind and peaceful, but we live in the real world, and the real world is sometimes people get hurt. And so Christina LaKey said, I can forgive depending on the situation. But when it comes to repeated behavior, me and my kids are out. Exactly. And that's what I mean by, sometimes people can forgive you. And it's okay to forgive. But what happens when they keep on doing the same thing over and over again? Do y'all feel like it's okay to forgive a person that keeps on doing the same act over and over again? And so Katrina Barber said, if I stay, I'm a cheat and cheat bad because he's not going to be out living his best life and I'm home bored. Katrina is funny. I guess it depends on how you want to deal with that situation. For me, I have never been put in this situation where I felt like I had to leave. But I believe, because I don't want to stay in a relationship where I feel like I have to cheat. It's just, go ahead. You just go ahead and go about your business. I wish you nothing but happiness. And I'll go ahead and live my best life, because two people cheat, and that's disaster. This disaster. And Katrina said, she needed for real. My husband now, no, I will turn a hot girl real quick. Katrina, you are funny. A hot girl, Katrina. Christina LaKey said, I cheat back though, baby. I got to get my lick back. Y'all are funny. I don't believe in cheating back. I feel like I believe in karma. I believe what you do to people will definitely come back to you. And I believe that you will be given a seat where you can sit back and watch the what should I say? Watch the circus, because karma come full circle. I'm not going to cheat. I don't believe in, it's just not worth it for me. I'm not even going to give him or her my energy. Go ahead, live your best life. I'm happy for you. I'm going to sit back and see how this works for you. Because guess what? Sometimes what you think is green on the other side ain't always green. It's sometimes blue. So, Wellness with Frugal Mama said, I'm not going to cheat. Not worth it. It's not worth it, Frugal Mama. It's not worth my peace of mind or sanity. Because guess what? Once you leave, or I feel like you left outside my relationship, you can stay there. There's no coming back for me. That's just my opinion. And everybody's opinion, it's different, and it is okay. Some people deal with relationships differently. Some people may stay, some people may leave, and it's okay. Welcome in, family. Hi, African Dreaming. I'm happy that y'all are here. The topic is, what is a deal breaker for you in a relationship? And when do you know when it's time to leave when you have children? It's a very touchy topic, and some people don't like to have discussion, but I thought I'll bring this to y'all because I was like in tune to it. I was like, wow, this is very interesting. So Shanita said, what someone do to you is their karma, and how you react will be your karma. Very true. Very true. I believe in that. So African Dreaming says, I agree, fam. No cheating back. I'll leave. That's the worst pain. I was good to you and you messed it up. So live it. Exactly. Stay there. Be miserable. Can't come back to me. So Katrina Barber says, I always told my husband, when you feel like I want to cheat, just dump me, because my mental not right to handle that type of hurt. Exactly. And everybody mental is not equipped to handle those type of things. But do y'all believe in forgiving? If somebody went outside the relationship, do you believe that that person deserves to be forgiven? So RX Nell said, God bless you, Rashonda. I might be on the first 48. Play with me. The first 48, RX Nell. No, we're not gonna have you on the first 48. Nah. But like I said, everybody deal with things, differently. And if you choose to stay, guess what? It's okay. It's not for me to judge anybody. It's not for none of us to judge anybody. Like I said, everybody deals with their relationships differently. What you may be willing to forgive, the next person may not. And it's okay. But like I said, it depends on the relationship. I don't know. For me, it'd take a lot. I don't know. And so RX Nell said, I do forgive. And absolutely, there's nothing wrong with forgiving, you guys. But the thing is, how many times you forgive a person for the same thing over and over again? And if they do it over and over again, are they doing it on purpose because they know they got away with it? Or they feel like they know that because you forgave them so many times that you just accustomed to it. They know they can go out there and do what they want to do, and no matter what they do, you're going to forgive them. I don't know. Like I said, you guys, it's a touchy topic, but we all grown here. Y'all are all my beautiful sunshines, and we can have this conversation without anyone getting offended. And it's okay to give y'all opinion, and it's okay. But like I said, repeated behavior, like Katrina said, I'm about to go to her comment. Yes, repeated behavior is a choice. It's definitely a choice. But why though? And none of us really know. You can be the best husband or wife, right, in a relationship. And sometimes your mate go looking for something else. We don't know why. But we as women, we like to question ourselves. We like to say, what did I do wrong? You know, is it something I could have done? It's nothing that you have done. And this goes for a man or woman. People cheat because they want to cheat. And that's just the God honest truth. You can be the best husband, the best wife, do everything right. Cheating is a choice. Lying is a choice. Flirting is a choice. That's just my opinion. Well, this with Frugal Mama say, God has forgiven me over and over, but I don't think I have the strength. See? Some people don't have the strength. Some people be like, that is a deal breaker when it comes to relationships. Because you feel like, okay, if you're giving your all to this person, right? And you go to work, you keep a clean house, you help pay on the bills. And this applies to men and women, because we got some good men out here where women cheat on. So I don't want to make the men look bad. You know, we got to call a spade what it is. How is he supposed to forgive you? If he's going out here, he's making the money, he's paying the bills, and yet while he's doing all these things, you out here messing with this one, that one, and that one. How is he supposed to forgive you? So Katrina Barber said, because they don't really care about you. I believe, cheating is a choice. African Dreaming says, you have to know yourself, and I know me. I won't be able to get over it, but I won't stay and keep punishing myself or my spouse. Exactly. I feel the same exact way, African Dreaming. I feel like if I stay, that is going to be I'm going to make my husband miserable. Christina Lakeisha said, girl, I love this topic. Thank you, Christina Lakeisha. Yeah, because it's a topic that some of us don't like having, out of fear if somebody might be judge us, but it's okay. It's okay. Everybody have their own opinion about what they would deal with. Some people forgive their spouse, and it's okay. It's not for us to judge. What one may forgive somebody for, we may not be so forgiving. It's okay. So Desi Chronicles said, yes, cheating is definitely a choice. It's definitely a choice. It's definitely a choice. And Christina Lakeisha says, what do you consider cheating? I consider cheating stepping outside my relationship, making a baby. When you get emotionally invested, and that's the worst kind of cheating. When a person go out, and this is my personal opinion, you guys, I feel like, when a man cheat, I'm going to say this because women and men think differently. I feel like when a man go out here and cheat, and it's just a sex thing, they can walk away from that, right? But when they get emotionally invested, that's a problem that he find it's going to be hard for him to walk away with. That is the worst kind of cheating for me. So it depends on what you can deal with, what you're able to handle. Welcome in. This is my sister-in-law, you guys. So my sister-in-law, Simone Williams, says, can you love two people at one time? Have y'all ever been in love with two people at one time, you guys? My sister-in-law want to know that question. Can you be in love with two people at the same time? So yeah, you guys, there are different scenarios. So J Red Journey said, hey, I'm back. So for me, when I put up with cheating, I start to be bitter and evil towards my partner. And it just turns into us always fighting and then eventually breaking up. Exactly. But so my sister-in-law, Simone, I have heard of people being in love with two people at the same time. I don't believe they could be in a relationship at the same time, because you have seen people that feel like they let the one that got away. They'll always have love for them, but they're not with them. So I believe it depends on what type. You could love somebody from a distance, but move on to be with somebody else and make that person their wife or their husband. So I guess it depends on what you define as can you be in love with two persons at the same time. So Katrina Barber says, child, my husband better not even look at a girl. I'm cutting up. Oh my God, Katrina, you are funny. So it depends on what you defines as cheating. Everybody defines cheating differently. For me, I feel like if my husband had a conversation with a woman, this is just me, right? It depends on what that conversation is. It depends on which boundaries he has crossed. Because I believe my husband can have conversations with other women. I'm secure on my spot. If you can take him, you can have him. That has always been my motto. If you can take him, you can have him. And so Katrina Barber says, RXNL's right. Who deals with that mess? A lot of people deal with things like that, Katrina. So it depends on the relationship. It depends on how long y'all been together. You know, RXNL said, yes, I was trapped, seriously in love too. It depends on the relationship, you guys. And everybody, you know, some people could forgive others for certain things, whereas though you may not. And it's okay. It's not for us to judge, you know, what the next person forgive somebody for. Not unless you're in their shoes. That's just my personal opinion. And one thing I never do is I never tell my girlfriends to leave their mate. If they come to me, I'm just an ear. I don't care what the circumstances are. That's just me. That's just what I live by. She can ask me my opinion. I can give it. It's up for her to take what she wants to from it. And that's it. I will never tell my friends to leave their mate. That's not my place to do so. Sometimes we as women, we overstep our boundaries when it comes to relationships. We give advice sometimes that we don't take. I have seen it done over and over again. I'm sorry, Katrina. Katrina said, I missed the comment. Okay, so Katrina Barber says, yeah, we don't have that type of marriage. I knew exactly how I wanted my marriage. Anything outside of that is not for me. Yeah. So it depends on the people in a relationship. I feel like karma handling one way or the other. That's just my personal opinion. Everybody don't have to, agree with it. So Jay Red said, I love two people at the same time. It was so stressful. So yeah, Simone, Jay Red said, yeah, she loved two people at the same time. So it could possibly happen. That's deep. So RXNL said, Jay Red's very stressful. Good. I had to cut one off. I was playing back in my days. Okay, RXNL. RXNL said she was playing back in her days. Okay. I wonder how, oh man, I can't even imagine that. I would be having headaches. I would be so stressed out. How can y'all do that? MC the shit is welcome in, brother. I'm glad that you are here. So Desi Chronicle said, how about if he was cheating to be with you and now 18 years later, we have two kids? Wow, Desi Chronicle. How about he was cheating to be with you and now 18 years later, we have two kids? Wow. That would depend on, Desi. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Did you know he had a significant other? And if so, you just gave him the player card to go out there and do what he felt like he can do. Because then let me tell you something. This is just my mindset, right? everybody, make mistakes when we're young, and we, sometimes look back on things. We be like, I shouldn't have done that. And, but when you dealing with a man and he's married, right? Or he's with somebody, and you find out and you continuously keep on having that type of relationship, right? Then you made your bed, you gotta lie in it, right? And sometimes men don't leave their wife for you. Sometimes men don't leave their mate for you. They can talk that talk and say they're gonna leave all the time, but some majority of the time they don't leave their mate for you. And it's a touchy and then again, Desi, it depends on if you didn't know. If you didn't know, then I feel bad, because men know how to cheat. Men know how to cheat, take their rings off and the whole nine. They'll have a whole family on the other side, and you will never find out about it till years and years later. So in that aspect, that's different. But like I said, once you're emotionally invested, it's hard to leave those type of relationships. So I get what you're saying, Desi. It depends. It depends. Desi Chronicle. Simone said, Desi Chronicle, I so believe that can happen. So my sister-in-law said that can happen. So Katrina Barber said most of the times they don't leave their wives. They don't leave their wives. The only time I see a man leaving their wife, if they were already in the mix of saying that it was over. They're not in love with each other. They got the man sleeping in another bedroom. They just don't have no type of relationship. I have never seen nobody leave their wife for an outside person out of all the years I have been on this earth. Now, I have seen many people cheat now, and it ain't none of my business, but I have never seen them leave their wife for the outside woman. I have never seen it, but it does happen. So Jay Ray Journey said, right, I'll never tell my sister to leave the baby daddies. I guess that's what she's saying, because nobody can ever tell me to leave my man. When I'm ready to go, I'll go. Exactly. I just think it's certain boundaries we should not cross as women when our girlfriends come to us for advice. Sometimes they just want an ear. They don't need the I told you so. They don't need the but you better leave them. Because 9 times out of 10, majority of the time that the women who tell you to leave your mate, 9 times out of 10, they don't have no mate. They don't have a mate. So it's easy for them to tell you to leave your mate. So you gotta know your position when it comes to taking advice from your girlfriends, ladies. So Jim Jones said women are the biggest cheaters too. Well, Jim Jones, I'm gonna tell you something. I have found in the past couple of years that a lot of women do a lot of cheating, more so than men. So you're absolutely right. But it's not for me to judge, right? It's not for me to judge. So yeah, you gotta be careful, you guys, when y'all women, I'm talking to my sisters. You gotta be careful when you go to your girlfriends, right? And you ask them for advice when it comes to your relationship. Everybody don't always give good advice. Never take advice from a single woman that cannot keep a man. And this don't go this is not to throw darts at anybody that can't keep a man, that hasn't been in long-term relationships. What advice can they really give you? I mean, I just live by that. So Jay Ray's Journey said, I was dealing with a married man. He ended up leaving his wife, not for me, but for one of our customers at a restaurant. We was running together. I was like, dang, how I got skipped over. Because he was being a player, Jay Ray, but it's okay. Guess what, baby? You dodged that bullet. So Shanita H said, woo, this is a deep one, Rashonda. It's deep. It's deep. But guess what? These conversations need to be had because it happens all the time. Ready by Sean said, or they want your mate, Rashonda. Yes. Y'all, these comments is moving so fast. I apologize if it's I'm not getting to y'all answers, but it is flying by so fast. But yes, women cheat too. They the biggest cheaters too. And I have noticed, and oh Lord, let me tell you, I don't even want to. I don't want to bash my sisters, but some women is good with cheating, honey. People don't never find out. I just don't know. African Dreaming. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link, right? I don't know how to drop. I gotta type it inside the chat. African Dreaming. Let me see. I don't know how to drop it. African Dreaming. Usually Katrina drop the links, or J Red. So I don't know how to drop the link. I'm sorry, y'all. So my thing is, why do women feel like it's okay to stay with men when they cheat? And then why is it okay for women to make men feel like it's okay to cheat? Because let me tell you something, ladies. Sometimes we help men cheat, right? If we're dealing with somebody that we know that they're with, and you cheating with them and you're not calling them out, what are we doing? We're helping them cheat. We're making them feel like it's okay. But to each his own. Like I said, it's not for me to judge. It's a deep conversation that we should have. We all are grown, and everybody's not going to leave for the same thing. But I truly believe in karma. I believe karma will come back and get you. Jim Jones, LOL, I feel like everybody's cheating now. It's hard to find a good relationship without somebody cheating or trying to use you. It's really hard to find a good friendship too. And that's sad, I swear. Wow, Jim Jones. I'm sorry you feel like that. So Brady by Sean said, Katrina, that's facts. We don't forgive the same. Yes, everybody don't forgive the same. Everybody don't forgive the same. And guess what? It's okay to forgive your husband, your wife, if you feel like y'all can get past that. If you feel like you say you forgive them and you know you can't, that's gonna be a miserable relationship. Because every time he leave that door, or every time she leave that door, is where you're going. I know you was with somebody. And this is another thing, you guys, you gotta be mindful when you're stepping outside these relationships, dealing with people that have significant others, right? Be careful how you got them. That's the same way you're probably gonna lose them. And that is the honest to God truth. One of my friends used to always tell me that. Be careful how you get them. That will be the same way you lose them. So Katrina Barber said, you have no loyalty to that person's spouse. It's their job to be loyal to their spouse. Exactly. It's just crazy. This is a deep conversation, you guys. I'm glad that y'all are here. I'm glad y'all are joining in with the conversation. I thought it was an interesting conversation to have. Like I said, we all are grown here. We all have these conversations with our friends. And it's deep, you guys. I'm telling you. The conversations that me and my girlfriend had last night had my eyeballs popping out my head, because some of the things she said that she would forgive him for, I was like, oh no, I can't do that. J Red, I don't know how to drop the link, you guys. I could probably I don't know how to do it. I don't even want to mess alive, but I'm scared if I try to send it to somebody that I might, mess up the live. So Simone Williams like, yep, we help cheat. My sister-in-law is funny. But like I said, it depends on the relationship. It depends on the relationship. It depends on what you're willing to deal with. It depends on what is your definition of cheating. Hi, Sweet Ree. Welcome in, Sweet Ree. It depends on what you're willing to deal with. It depends on what you say is a deal breaker. Everybody's relationship and everything is not a deal breaker for everybody. And guess what? It's okay. It's not for me to judge. If one of my girlfriends was in a relationship and her mate have cheated on her and did X, Y, and Z, and she chose to stay, guess what? It's none of my business. That's still my friend. I'm still going to support her. Sometimes we gotta know when it's to mind our business. Everything ain't for us to speak on. So Brady by Sean said, facts for Shonda. Look at Neo and his wife. She cheated with him and now she got cheated on. That's right. Be careful how you get them. One of my girlfriends used to always say that. Simone Williams said, what if the spouse ain't in love with his spouse anymore? That is so hard, sis. Because my thing is, if you're not in love with your spouse anymore, and it's hard for people to do, sometimes it's best to leave. And it's hard to walk away from somebody that you have known and invested time in for years and years and years. It's not easy to walk away from that situation, because that is all that you have known. But sometimes you just gotta You got to do what's best for you. It's nothing like a peace of mind. You can leave. He can leave. And sometimes y'all can be the best of friends. Simone Williams said, which is my sister-in-law, you guys. Like I said, what if he wants to leave but don't know how to leave? I don't know, sis. I don't know. Simone Williams is my sister-in-law, you guys. Y'all welcome her in and say hello to my sister-in-law. It's a touchy conversation. And everybody's situation is different. So Shanita H said, and sometimes you give advice and they will just get back together anyway. Exactly, Shanita. So I have learned through my years of growing in maturity just to have a closed mouth when it comes to people relationships. And I'll give you advice. You don't have to take my advice, and I'll still be there for you. So it depends. It depends. Yes, you guys, run my playlist. Tam got up there. I'm trying to get my watch hours, you guys. I'm trying to get monetized. So Desi says he or she needs to leave, but it's not easy to do. Exactly. Leaving your relationship that you have been invested in for so many years, it's not easy to leave. But like I said, it depends on the person. So African Dreamer said, facts. It's okay to forgive. That's your business. But just know if that's really going to work for you and you can really forgive. Yeah. Some people can say they can forgive their spouse, but really can't. Sweet Reed said, I was in a 10-year relationship before I got married. When I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, I left him. I know that's right, Sweet Reed. You got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. Sometimes we just not tired. Sometimes, but we'll know when we're tired, I guess. Well, this what Frugal Mama said. Oh, men know how to leave. Men are usually logical. Now, well, this what Frugal Mama. Now, why are you going to say that? Now you got me deep in thought. That is a great answer. That's a great answer, Frugal Mama. So, yeah, you got it. And like Sweet Ree said, I'm going to go back to that because that touched me. She said, when I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, I left him. Sometimes you got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired of what that person is doing to you. And like I said, you guys, our relationships is different. And what you could forgive him for, maybe your friend or your sister or your mother or whoever may not be able to forgive their mate for. And guess what? It's okay. It's called choices. It's what you're able to deal with, what you're able to forgive your significant other for. I'm glad y'all liking the topic. Like I said, I thought I'll bring this topic to y'all because this is a dope conversation, you guys, that, like I said, women, sometimes we have these conversations about. And sometimes men have these conversations too. We just don't know about it. They keep it to themselves. Men talk, they keep some off themselves. They don't really tell it like we do. Welcome in, True Finder from UK. I'm happy that y'all are here. So yeah, you guys. So I thought I would bring this conversation topic to the panel. It was an interesting one. I got a lot of answers from y'all. That was very interesting. And like I said, it's not for us to judge. Everybody's different. And people's want to, stay. And like Shanita said, sometimes you can tell somebody to leave or give them their opinion. And they still stay, then you become the bad villain. So I don't like to give opinions when it comes to people relationships. That's just me. Sweet Reed said, one of my friends came home to an empty house after 15 years of marriage. She had no idea he was leaving her. He left her for a younger woman. Oh my God, Sweet Reed. That was thought out and planned. But let me ask y'all ladies something. Do y'all believe we have that intuition? They say us as women, we all have that intuition when something is not right and is dealing with our mate. Like we just get that feeling that we just know that he's out there doing something that he ain't supposed to be doing. So Christina Key said, I don't believe in you losing them how you get them because me and my ex been together since 8th and he still cheated 50 million times. I lost him anyway. Well, it wasn't a loss, but we not together. Wow, Christina Lakeisha. That's deep, sis. Sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that happened to you. So my sister Simone said, at the end, I think every human being needs to be happy within themselves. If that is to be alone or to be with your mate, being happy should be the first priority. Exactly, sis. That is very true. That is very true. To be happy. And that's my sister-in-law, you guys, in the chat, dropping some gems for us. So Elizabeth Brown said, I get knots in my stomach when something isn't right, and I start questioning everything. I believe we as women have that intuition. I don't know why. It's like we know. We don't want, and then that's when some women start searching, going through phones. I mean, where you been at, whatever. But I do believe we are blessed with that intuition. I really do. So Jim Jones said, it seems like now though nobody really wants a relationship. Being real, everyone just want to have sex, get drunk, and high on the first day. I swear, and it's sad. State affairs. Wow, Jim Jones. Well, Jim Jones, maybe you got to date outside the box. Sometimes it's good to go outside the box. Date somebody that you're not used to dating. Sometimes we got to date people that we're not familiar with. So Brady Bashorn said, yes, we have that intuition, but most ignore it because they don't want to lose him. Yes. I'm telling you, we blessed with that intuition. It's like a light bulb go off, and we just know. So Brady Bashorn said, yes, we have that intuition. Yeah, I just read that. I'm sorry, Brady Bashorn. But that's true. So Sweet Ree said, exactly. He was already planning. She taught him how to dress and help him get a job. And Sweet Ree, let me tell you something. Majority of the time, that's how it is. And this is no disrespect to the women or men. Sometimes we find men, and we could be doing a little bit better than them. We dress them up. We find them a job. We even sometimes do their resumes for them. And then when they feel like they're doing a little bit better or they're on a little high horse, sometimes they leave. We done dress them up. Now they done left for somebody else after we done put them in a position to be where they at. That's crazy. That is crazy. African Dreaming. Yes, adult conversation. Yes, African Dreaming. I said, yeah. Let's have some adult conversation over here. Christina Lakeisha said, intuition is real. Yes. Because I'm telling you, we all have that intuition, ladies. I wonder, do men have it? Can some of the guys tell me in the chat, do y'all have that intuition? I'm curious. Because I know we as women have it. A light bulb go off. My sister said, yes, women have that intuition, but they just want to be blinded and not accepting the truth or don't want to accept the truth. Very true. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the live, sis. I'm happy that you are here. Thanks for coming in. And so the topic is, what is a deal breaker for you in your relationship? Do women have that intuition when their mate is cheating? Yeah. We done went about 5 topics during this live stream, but it's deep. Yeah. Like, what are you willing to deal with? What is it a deal breaker for you? Is it okay for women to give you relationship advice when it comes to your marriage or your mate? I just feel like, for me, I don't like taking advice from single women. I have always been like that, because you can't give me advice when it comes to my marriage because you're not married. You can give me your opinion, but I feel like it's just different when you're married. To me, that's just my opinion, and I stand on that. And everybody's different. Sweet Wee says the intuition is not just with spouse, it's with children and every situation at work as well. Exactly. That is true. So, Jim Jones, you got to date outside the box, Jim Jones. I mean, like, it's somebody out there for everybody. Brady Bashorn says that's how it be. We spruce them up and they leave. I'm glad I never dealt with that. Yes, I have seen it. I have seen it done. Personally, I know somebody that have done that in our younger years, and they left them. They left her. And she's the sweetest person you would ever want to meet. But like I said, I believe in karma. And she eventually met her husband. And she's living a good life now. So basically, he did her a favor. She dodged that bullet. So Simone said, we in 2022, where can you find a man that's willing to date a woman? My sis want to know where she can find a man that's willing to date a woman. I think it's somebody out there for everybody. That's just my personal belief. I believe there is somebody out there for everybody. I believe, for me, my marriage, me and my husband, we were friends first. Before we even started dating, we was friends first. I met him through another mutual friend. We had our share of problems like everybody else had, but it's up to you to forgive whatever. It depends on what you feel like you want to forgive. So we said, my husband told me he has it. His is crazy. He always thinks somebody wants his wife. I told him it takes two. Well, Sweet Reed, you beautiful. You beautiful, Sweet Reed. That's why he thinks somebody always wants you. Look how beautiful you are. Desi Chronicle said he's going to cheat. He's going to cheat. It's a shame, but that's what he's doing now. It's the female choice to stay or walk away. Exactly, Desi. We have a choice. We all have a choice. And you guys, if I'm skipping through y'all comments, I apologize. My chat is moving so fast. Usually I have Katrina and Jay Red up here to do the chats for me and drop the links. I'm still learning how to do the live, so I got to learn all those things. But your girl gonna get it. So Elizabeth Brown said, build them up for the next person. Yes, I have seen it happen. I have seen my friend used to write resumes, right? Dress them up, find a job for him, and he wound up leaving her. But that was the best thing he could have ever done for her because she found her husband. And she's been married now for almost 20 years. So, hey. RX now said, I got a friend. She always say when she gets tired, she's going to leave. I just be listening here now because I know it doesn't matter what I say. She just needs to. Yeah, that's true. That's crazy. I am faithful. Thanks for sharing. I know that's right, Sweet Ray. Faithful. I tried to catch that other comment. I couldn't catch it. But I wanted to catch it. Let me see if I can go back in the chat. RX Nels, I'm going to read it out. RX Nels said, yes, I got a friend. She always say that when she gets tired, she's going to leave. Okay, that's RX Nels. Okay, then Wellness for Fuga Mama said, I had a referee friend spruce up a lady, and she bounced for someone that tried to come back. Guess what? He took her back. Oh, my God. Let me tell you, Fruga Mama, if you leave me, you're going to stay going. If my husband want to leave me, it's okay. Because guess what? I would rather for my husband to leave me and be happy than to make me miserable. If you find somebody out there that you feel like you're going to be happy with, it's okay by me. Because guess what? Sometimes people outgrow each other, right? And it is okay for people to outgrow each other. You know, everything is not meant to be long term, especially when you have been with somebody since you've been a teenager. I've been with my husband since I was 15 years old. If my husband came to me today and said, you know, babe, you know, I love you, but, you know, I have outgrown this relationship. You know, I think it's time for us to separate. I can only respect that. We've been together forever. I will want him to be happy. Don't stay with me to make me miserable. So I guess it depends on, you know, the person in the relationship. And everybody's relationship is different, you guys. You know, and I don't know. Everybody relationship is different. So Sweet Reed said, I'm a good listener to RXLs. I just listen because sometimes it's easier to be a listening ear. Sometimes you have to be just the ear. You cannot. Sometimes our friends don't want. They want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear what we have to tell them, right? So sometimes it's good to keep a closed mouth. I don't know. And so Anne Marie said, I've been with mine since I was 17. See, yeah. And those are long-term relationships. And like I said, you can love that person, but sometimes people outgrow each other. It is okay. Shanita A said, I never understood the outgrow someone. Outgrow meaning, Shanita, sometimes when you've been in a relationship for so long, right? Sometimes women tend to mature. It's not no dagger at men. Sometimes women choose to we mature more faster than men. And we sometimes want things that sometimes men don't want, right? So we mature at a different level, right? And so instead of being stagnant, waiting for him to catch up, or vice versa. Sometimes you have to leave that person where they're at, because sometimes they don't never catch up. So do you stay hoping, praying, and wishing they come on the level that you on, or do you I don't know. For me, I want things out of life. I envision, how my life would be. Yes, there are every relationship have problems, but I'm not going to sit there and wait for you to catch up for my dreams and aspirations and my goals. Because if I sit there and wait for you to catch up, you may never catch up. Then where does that leave me? I don't want to wake up one day, look in the mirror, and be that bitter wife. Because guess what? When you become that bitter wife, you're gonna make that husband miserable, and vice versa. So Yaya's Best Life said women need to let them build themselves up or mature. Then it will be work they put in on themselves. If we do for them, then it's not as appreciated. Absolutely, Yaya. Absolutely, Yaya. And you can't I'm telling you can't outgrow people. So, and to each his own, and it's called life, you guys. Oh, I see. Perfect explanation, Rashonda. Yeah, because sometimes you outgrow people, and everybody's not going to always be on your same level. But do you stay? Do you wait? Do you pray that they come up to the level that you're on, or you just sit there and be miserable? I don't know. So, Sweet Ree say you can outgrow someone when you do not grow together. Exactly, Sweet Ree. You must keep the love alive, keep dating, and still love one another. That's the reason some people leave after the children go to college. You hit it on spot, Sweet Ree. That's true. That is true. Sometimes people wait till their children come of age to leave. They stay for their children. And then once they go off to college, then they make that move. So my sister said, Alvin ain't going nowhere. Y'all enjoying to the hit, and that's facts. Exactly. My husband not going nowhere. He got a good wife. I ain't worried about that. I have never been worried about that, though, ever, in our relationship. Thank God. But yeah, so everybody grow differently. Everybody mature differently. Like I said, it's up to you to decide on what you feel like is a deal breaker, you guys. And I'm glad that we was on. We had this topic for tonight. I thought it was a good topic. It was a adult topic, an African dream. And I know you want to come up so bad. I don't know how to work the drop in the lives. I mean the link. But I'm gonna figure it out though for next week. So and did I welcome in Badass? Welcome in Badass. I'm so sorry, but I didn't welcome you in, you guys. So yeah, so this chat has been running. Y'all have gave some great explanations. I appreciate all of y'all opinions. Nobody opinion was wrong, and it's a good conversation to have. So Simone Williams said, also as time go on, dreams become separate and y'all grow apart. True. That is true. Sometimes we grow apart, you guys, and it's okay. It's okay. Jim Jones said sweet. Anne Marie said, check your phone. To somebody, but need to check your phone. So yeah, you guys, I don't really want to end this live because this is a great conversation, but I have to get ready. Y'all know I want a panel on Katrina Barber's page at 9:00, so I have to prepare for that. So you guys, I want y'all to do me a favor. Y'all know y'all girl is trying to get monetized. Can y'all please run my playlist? I'm going to try to have conversations like this all of the time, adult conversations where we can have our own opinions, be respectful to each other, and we can just rock this out. So Jim Jones said, good live, sunshine, respect. Thank you, Jim Jones. So you guys, I'm about to end this live. I don't want to though. She was talking to me, Rashonda. Okay, Shanita. So I love y'all. Don't forget to run my playlist, you guys. Help your girl get monetized. I have to watch hours. Subscribers. I just need to watch hours. And so I would truly appreciate it. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the topic, you guys. Thank you, Sweet Ree. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready for this panel. Y'all guys, follow me over on Katrina Barber's page. We do our panel. We talk about conversations about YouTube. We drop gems, you know, for people, new YouTubers. Elizabeth Brown says she enjoyed this. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm going to be doing this more often, you guys. I'm going to learn how to drop this link. It's going to be an open panel. So y'all can come up on here and tell me how y'all feel and give y'all opinions. Thank you, Christina Lakeisha. So I'm going to end this live, you guys. Thank y'all. Don't forget to come over to Katrina Barber Live at 9 p.m. We're going to be live over there. Come over there. Get some gems, you guys. All right. See y'all later, you guys. Thanks for watching. And coming on my topic and my discussion. It was very interesting. I enjoyed all of y'all. Love y'all.